Hello everyone, I'm Shruti Parashar. Welcome to my channel Biology 360. Today I'm going to discuss the topic nervous tissue. Do subscribe to my channel Biology 360 to get all the latest videos on different biology topics. Nervous tissue, as we all know, in the animal kingdom, there are four main types of tissue: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. In this lecture, I'm discussing nervous tissue. What exactly is a tissue? A tissue is a group of cells of similar origin to perform a specific function. Many times students get the question in exam, define tissue. I repeat this statement. A tissue is a group of cells of similar origin to perform a specific function. When we do the microscopic study of different tissues and different organs in the body, it is called as histology. So histology is the study of microscopic structure of tissues and organs. Nervous tissue, it arises from ectoderm germ layer. This is an important point. I repeat, nervous tissue arises from ectoderm germ layer. Nervous tissue is composed of nerve cells or neurons and neuroglia. So nervous tissue is made up of two main types of cells. Number one, neurons, and number two, neuroglia. Neuron is the structural and functional unit of nervous system, whereas neuroglia are non-nervous supporting cells. So neuroglia cells, they always support the neurons. The neuroglia cells are capable of regeneration and division, but neurons are not capable of regeneration because of lack of centriole. So this is another point of distinguish between the neurons and the neuroglia cells. Neurons are not capable of division, whereas neuroglia are capable of division. Neuroglia cells, they have presence of centriole and therefore they can divide, they can multiply. Neuron is an impulse generating and impulse conducting unit. What exactly is the impulse? Nerve impulses are the means by which information is transmitted along the neuron and throughout the nervous system. Certain examples for nerve impulses are touch, pain, heat, and cold. So neuron, the cell neuron, it generates impulse as well as it also helps in conduction of impulses. Neurons change action potential of their membrane on receiving any external stimulus. This property of neuron is called excitability. They also carry a wave of electric impulse from dendron to axon, the processes of neuron. This is called conductivity. So neurons, they are capable of carrying the impulse from dendron to axon. And this property is called as conductivity. So in the next slide, I will be showing you the structure of a typical neuron. So this is the structure of a typical neuron. As we can see, there are dendrites, there is a cell body. Inside the cell body, there is a nucleus, and there is a long thread-like structure called as axon. And axon terminates in axon terminals. Also, we see Schwann cells. These Schwann cells, they are lined with myelin sheath, and the Schwann cells are not continuous. There is an interval between the two Schwann cells. So that interval is called as node of Ranvier. Many times students get the question to draw a structure of a typical neuron. So this diagram will be very helpful. A neuron is made up of a cyton or a cell body. It contains granular cytoplasm called neuroplasm and centrally placed nucleus. Neuroplasm contains mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, RER, which stands for rough endoplasmic reticulum, and granules called Nissel's granules. They are made up of RNA. So neuroplasm, it contains different cell organelles. Cell body gives out two types of processes, namely dendron and axon. Dendrons are short branched processes. The fine branches of dendron are called dendrites. Dendrites carry impulse towards the cyton. An axon is a single elongated cylindrical process. It is bounded by axolemma. Axolemma means plasma membrane of axon. So plasma membrane of axon is known as axolemma. The protoplasm of the axon is axoplasm. It contains large number of mitochondria and neurofibrils. Axon is enclosed in a fatty sheath called myelin sheath. Outer covering of myelin sheath is neurilemma. Myelin sheath and neurilemma are parts of another cell called Schwann cell. The myelin sheath is absent at intervals along the axon and the place is called node of Ranvier. The terminal arborization of an axon is called telodendron. Based on the function, neurons are classified into three types. Number 1, afferent neuron. Now, afferent neuron, it carries impulses from the sense organ to central nervous system. So, sense organs are eyes, ears, skin. So, to carry the impulse from the sense organ to the central nervous system, afferent neuron plays an important role. It is also called sensory neuron. It is found in dorsal root of spinal cord. Now there are two roots which emerge from the spinal cord. One is the dorsal root and another is the ventral root. Now both these roots contain neurons that performs specific function. So in the dorsal root of spinal cord, we see a sensory neuron. Efferent neuron, it carries impulses from CNS to effector organ. Here the effector organ is the muscle. Efferent neuron is also called motor neuron. It is found in ventral root of spinal cord. Third type of neuron is the interneuron or association neuron. These are located between sensory and motor neurons. Therefore, this neuron is called interneuron because the neuron is found in between the two neurons. These perform processing, integration of sensory impulses and activate appropriate motor neuron to generate motor impulses. Depending on the presence or absence of myelin sheath, neurons are classified into two types, that is myelinated and non-myelinated nerve fibers. So if a neuron has a myelin sheath, such neuron is called myelinated neuron. If a neuron doesn't have a myelin sheath, such neurons are called non-myelinated nerve fiber. The impulse is conducted at a faster rate in myelinated nerve fibers because it jumps from one node to the next node of Ranvier. Such transmission of impulse is called saltatory conduction. So myelinated neurons, they help in faster conduction of impulses because the impulse jumps from one node of Ranvier to the next node of Ranvier. Conduction of impulse in a non-myelinated fiber is slow as compared to myelinated nerve fiber. Functional contact between axonal ends and dendrites of adjacent neuron is called a synapse. So many times students get the question to define synapse. So this statement, functional contact between axonal ends and dendrites of adjacent neurons is called a synapse. This statement is important. In this slide, we see three basic neuron types. First is a bipolar. Example for bipolar neuron is the interneuron. Why it is called bipolar? Because from the cell body or from the cyton, two processes emerge out. Therefore, it is called as a bipolar neuron. Second is the unipolar. Example for unipolar neuron is the sensory neuron. So from a cyton, only one process emerges out. Therefore, it is called as a unipolar. And third type of neuron is the multipolar. Example for multipolar neuron is the motor neuron. From the cyton, dendrites as well as axon originates. Therefore, it is a multipolar neuron. Based on the number of processes given out from cyton, neurons are classified into three types. Unipolar or monopolar neuron. It has a single process originating from cyton. Both axon and dendron arise from cyton at one point. They conduct impulses to central nervous system. Bipolar neuron, it has two processes. A single dendron and an axon are given off from opposite poles of the cyton. They bring about transmission of special senses like sight, smell, taste, hearing. So bipolar neuron, they help in transmission of special senses. Multipolar neuron, cyton is star shaped and gives out more than two processes. There is only one axon and remaining are dendrons. Friends, with this, I finished the discussion about the nervous tissue. Thank you.